What is that?
That's text now.
Oh, that's text now?
Yeah.
Not that's text now, and you know the read.
I know, because when the phone get cut off, that's the number I use, text now.
Oh shit, I don't even use them numbers.
If the phone get cut off and I gotta like call people and shit like that, then yeah, I'll put my text now back on. If I don't want to be bad, I'm leaving my phone off. I only got the text now. Me and him be going out and about. We gotta get contact with each other. Other than that, that's fair. Gotta find a way to contact me.
A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room.
Yona made that
They
woman
love playing
leave.
in front of their raucous home crowd. And best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Stephen Curry.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Daniels into the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both forwards will be fighting for
I like my government phones. I gave that one to my daughter. I ain't gonna lie. And it's still working.
From Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Just try. Ain't no
with an
press on there.
aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help?
He got mad and threw the phone. I said, yep, that's why it still works.
On that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Randle. Here's McDaniels. Trains the three-pointer.
McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option from three-point territory. What a look there.
My daughter at my dad.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. The shot's good on the assist by
He
Daniels.
threw her whole
And you're
plate
going
of
to take
food
as
at my
many of
dad.
those high percentage shots as you can get.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
I forgot that
And
the
here is
TVs is all like
DiVincenzo.
flat screen, because I remember growing up, I had a box TV. That's motherfucker was
Gobert
not
with it.
breaking down.
Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging
So I'm
around
thinking,
9.5 points a
that's
game.
me. I'm like, I'm trying to get this to
Edwards,
flash.
no good.
Yeah.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Wasted no time on that one. Daniels has got his second bucket of the game to go. And MP getting to 2,000 points at a record pace.
Investing Zion Williamson,
That was the first time they tried to make a plasma. If you pick TV, not that big ass box screen TV.
Goes back up. That's good.
He's
From
never got a
Randle
little
on
one
the
with the
assist by
VCR.
Gobert.
The ability to get to the
back of that
mid-range
drum when
game
the
is
goddamn
something
sound going.
Julius Randle has proven he can do.
And that one's
Gotta walk
good.
up to the TV
Daniels.
to change.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards from outside the arc. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was.
My
He
grandma
just
got a
couldn't
black
convert
and
it.
white TV, like it don't have no color.
Daniels kicks to Curry.
Sitting on the top of that joint, though, shit. Shit, my mama got an antenna, but she got a flat screen TV. She only uses goddamn antenna for goddamn regular TV. Wow.
My grandma still got that dial black, that brown. It's like a brown, look like it's kind of woodish painted on.
Yeah.
Another from
And all she
three.
watches old like
Up the
cowboy shit.
ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him as they have all season long.
And GA with his performance, he is now tied for second for most threes in a season.
A mark set by James Harden in 2019. That's 378 triples.
Yep, she got all the action
For
figures.
now.
Oh God, like my grandma would tell us ever since we were little, like, don't give me no regular presents. I want all my action figures. You know, I like wrestling. I like my John Cena and all of them. We just got every
And
thing we
trailing
could
here
find,
in the
including
first, you'd
the
like
ring.
to see them be a
Put the
little more
characters
aggressive
inside.
on the offensive glass.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards.
Mark is owned by Steph Curry. 402 triples set back in 2016, but for now, a new mark for second.
So often the guy who sets the screen in that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands, pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Fumbling Daniels lets it go with a three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his fourth assist in this one. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. 9-point game. McDaniels gets a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Daniels. McDaniels defending. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter.
How's it going? Don't look at me.
Randle surveying the D.
Don't look at me. Bitch, I didn't have. Bitch, I wish I would.
A floater.
At the hospital.
Not going to go that time. Nice defense from Kaminga.
Shit, I'll be damned.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's McDaniels. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Sinks the triple. And that's 19 points for P.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
DiVincenzo with screen for Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, he in the last game against the Grizzlies was terrific. He had an impressive number of points and was reliable as ever from distance. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league. And everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. Off target with his three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Daniels from outside. Another three for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Curry. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets it to go.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels, send it in.
Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, Kevin. I've just received word on the news out of Phoenix and the Suns' trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've long known the value of veteran leadership, and that was the driving force from what I'm told about this deal for Mike Conley. He's been in the league for so long, and Conley has seen it all. Now he'll give them that court and locker room presence they felt was missing.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. Take a look at Daniels. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Well, he has wasted no time making his presence felt, and he's setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class.
Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Daniels from outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Daniels has got 30.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To the paint. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Alexander Walker with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Warriors leading by 23. And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Garza's checked in. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Edwards, that's good.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Daniels from outside. And again for three. buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Timberwolves shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. There's a screen from deep. Edwards. That's good. Edward. He's got 10 points in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Daniels from outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 39 points for P.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And the basket by Edwards.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Clark. On the wing, Daniels. He's coming off an unbelievably high. Scoring game. 2 on the clock. Stolen away. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained. And if you're just... tuning in. We've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Edwards. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Reed is out there with Clark. And it's Minot in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Edwards drawing the double team. Miller finds Alexander-Walker. With some arc. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Edwards can't hit. The Warriors shooting has been wild. 76. %. That's just unbelievable. Moody the pass to Daniels. Outside Kuminga. On the wing, Daniels. Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's Curry outside. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Pass to Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense. defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Three-pointer, Daniels hands it from downtown. Daniels has got 46 points.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Back to Edwards. It's stolen by Curry. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, give Steph Curry some props for... Triggering that break, he makes a great defensive play, and it leads to an easy opportunity.
It's Miller on the wing. Back to Alexander Walker. Shot to stop the run. Hits it from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got himself going. There, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. This
was worth the price of admission.
Well, this is what makes Steph Curry so difficult to defend, right? A sharp passer on top of everything else he brings in terms of his scoring ability.
Edwards passes to Miller. No good on the three.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Daniels. On the wing, Daniels. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
It's good.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Curry again. Edwards. A three ball. Drills it from outside. Edwards got 15 points.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Here's Daniels. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 56 points for P.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here's Edwards. 15 points in the game. Reed misses. Now, here's Moody. Edwards defending. Here's Daniels. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Alexander Walker finds Edwards. Miller with a screen on Curry. And Miller throws it down hard.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Here's Daniels. Another one goes. Incredible. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Now here's Edwards. 33 points last game. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Out to Miller. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Here's Edwards. That will fall for his 7 buckets, 7 for 15 in this game.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
Daniels from outside. Connects from three-point range.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Back to Edwards. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team. Super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Clark. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Minnesota. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Daniels passes to Daniels dishes to Curry. Puts up a three. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Edwards. Reed with a screen on Curry. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Curry can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. Now Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Edwards no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Kuminga with it. Now here's Moody. Daniels passes to Moody. Golden State moving the ball around. Kuminga kicks to Curry. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got his third basket of the night.
It's so quick, and Curry's so elusive. This is what makes him such a tough cover, folks.
Curry against Edwards. To the middle, here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Daniels inside the line. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate. 2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebound by Alexander Walker. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 41% for the game. Pass to Edwards. Inside. Here's Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
For your Timberwolves, Clark. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Clark nails both of them. Golden State's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. On the wing, Daniels fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, this guy has made giant strides in his playmaking. Nice setup by Buddy Hield right there.
Pass to Randall. 2 on the clock. Bucket is good. Randall's got 6 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, conditioning, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you in. Stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from P in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Daniels out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at center. Now Daniels. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Timberwolves shooting for the game at 42%. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. It's intercepted. And now here comes Daniels. Leading the break. Curry passes to Daniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nick Daniels up top. He's defended by Podziemski. Randall down low. Kuminga on him. Randall with the bucket.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now McDaniels. Picked his pocket. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Kuminga. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. DiVincenzo finds Randall. They get it back. Gobert with a screen on Kuminga. Randall from outside. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Three-pointer, Daniels. Minnesota with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Curry. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Daniels, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Connects again from distance.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Here's Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
DB ever since winning. Good, another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall finds McDaniels, and it's blocked by Daniels.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Takes the 3, And again for three.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. Randall no good. Warriors have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Curry. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Curry's got 10 points in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Edwards. And again, unable to change momentum here. Daniels dishes to Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Daniels has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Offline with his 3. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Randall outside. Clock at 6. And Randall throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Warriors have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. Takes a 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Smooth sailing for Golden State. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And he gets the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Buries it from 3-point range. Alexander Walker's got 6 points.
Well, improving his passing over the years, this is what you like to see from Rudy Gobert, and a wrinkle or 2 in the offseason.
Majemski on the wing. Back to Daniels. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Daniels, no good. Minnesota's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And some chip. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory.